What are the natural ways to induce labor? Are we going to look into this question? You remained pregnant naturally. Your body knows the means by which to deliver your baby. So you do not have to do actually anything about inducing labor. There is a lot of stuff on the Google and those are all myths. Something like eat papaya and that will help in induction of labor. Massage the nipples, it will help in induction of labor. Or drink that eucalyptus oil and that will help for you to kickstart the labor process. Now none of these have been scientifically proved and women all around the world have their own stories and myths to say about it. But scientifically, medically, we do not need anything to induce the labor. Trust the process, trust the system and the power that you have inside you, and the labor process will start in its own. Have you seen any baby staying there for 12 months? I have not seen yet. How will I know that my labor is real? You will know because the changes are happening in your own body. Your husband wouldn't know that, but the changes are unmistakably evident. So the pain is evident. Your entire tummy of 9 months, you experience the contractions and the hardness in the tummy, the pain that you feel in your back as well as in the tummy is, you just can't not know it. So if the changes are going to happen in your own body, you don't have to ask anyone whether these are real labor pains. So those pains which come in a rhythm or in a frequency and come one after another after a few minutes of gaps is nothing but real pains and they do not stop. And you have completed your 9 months. So that is real labor pains. You cannot not know it. What are the pain relief options for myself when I am in labor? Every woman would want to know this. And yes, it is her right that she knows. So should we talk about the medical part or should we talk about something that is there in your own body and you can utilize it? So let's talk about that first. So what you can use is stay active, stay mobile in your labor, keep on moving, do the different labor positions that will help the baby to slide down faster. Also the deep breathing techniques will help you to stay in control, to stay confident and energize yourself with those wonderful breaths. So these are some of the methods which you can use for yourself. Now what are the medical things that are available to you as well? So certain injections we can give you to relieve the pain, and another thing that many of you know is the epidural analgesia, which is available in most of the hospitals and you can make use of it. What actually happens when my water breaks? Well, your baby is totally surrounded by water in the entire 9 months. And when your water breaks, first thing that you know is probably there is a pool of water in between your legs. So maybe you're just working around the kitchen platform and you're making rotis and suddenly you find there is so much wetness on the floor. Or you are lying on the bed and you are sleeping and suddenly at 4 o'clock you wake up because you are all wet. And that is when you know that your water has broke. And there is nothing to worry about it because what it means is that the labor process has started. So water breaking is one of the methods by which the labor process starts and it is not something to be panicked about. Of course, call your doctor, let your doctor know that this has happened and she will call you to the hospital. So it does not tell you to be fearful about, but what it tells you is right now, understand, take action, call your doctor and probably it is the time to go to the hospital, but not to fear at all. What is an epidural actually? So an epidural is nothing that you should not know of. It is a medical term and it is a procedure. It is a process which is induced, which is given by anesthesiologist who is the expert doctor who knows how to give and everything about it. So what is done is your back. So your back is wiped and cleaned with antiseptic solutions and with a very, very fine needle, the epidural space in your backbone is the space where a little bit amount of some anesthetic drug is introduced inside. What it does is it numbs you in your senses. So your motor power is not at all hampered, but you get the pain relief. So if there is an option for you and if you would want to opt for it, it is not compulsory at all, but there is an option, there is an availability in most of the hospitals nowadays, and if you want it, do have it. Is it true one might poop when in labor? Yes, it is. Now whether you like it or not, it just happens. So why it happens? Well, when the woman is in her second stage of labor and she is pushing down, what happens is if the rectum is not yet empty, then some of the stools also does come out, because the passage from where the poop comes out and the passage from where the little baby comes out, or both the passages are very near to each other and very much connected to each other. So when the woman is pushing down, she doesn't know whether she's pushing out the poop or she's pushing out the baby. But that's not the matter. The thing is that whatever happens, it is fine. And to prevent this, we always give you colon irrigation before we really let the woman go into the second stage of labor. But sometimes it does happen, and it is okay.